Hey guys, this is Jessica Gutierrez with Clean With Me podcast. This is a podcast where I walk you through cleaning your house step by step. So let's clean together. Hey guys, so I want to get right into it. Today's episode was motivated by a TikTok I recently saw, and this is pretty much how it went, and I just related to it so much. So the guy was sitting on his couch in like a messy space, and then his friend calls and says, "Hey man, I'll be there in 30 minutes. So he stress cleans his entire outer areas, and then, frantically cleans up. Then it pans over to him in a clean space with a towel over his shoulder, and he's like, "Hey, it's been 45 minutes. Are you still coming?" And the guy's like, "It's hilarious that you don't remember. You told me to call you every 2 weeks so that you'll stress clean your entire house, and I'll tell you I'm on my way, even when I'm not really coming." And I just related to that video so much because nothing gets my house cleaner than somebody saying they're, 20 minutes away from my house on their way. And I know that I should just keep my house clean all the time, but I'm not perfect and I'm human, and I definitely get my house super, super clean when I know there's somebody on the way. So that's what today's episode is going to be about. It's going to be speed cleaning, 20 minutes for company, with emphasis on the outer areas and the guest bathroom. So let's get right into it. For those of you that have listened to the last episode, you're probably aware, but my mom made an episode a few days ago, and we're going to start doing this regularly. I have been super busy just with life and my kids and work and everything. It was easier to keep up with the podcast when I was a stay-at-home mom. So, what we're going to do is we're going to post consistently every week, but I'm going to do an episode one week and my mom's going to do an episode the next week. And we just thought this was a good way to just bring my mom back to the podcast, because I know a lot of you really enjoyed her episodes. And we also know that some of you are in more of my phase of life, so some of you prefer my episodes and some of you prefer my mom's because you can relate more to her videos. And so this is the best of both worlds. You guys are going to get a little bit of both. You're going to get 2 episodes from each of us every month. So we're going to start doing that, and I hope you guys are excited for that. If you haven't checked out the website, cleanwithmepodcast.com. My mom has recently made a few posts on there. That's just our podcast, just written form. My mom is writing articles about cleaning, homemaking, cooking, stuff like that. So be sure to check that out. But let's get right into it. If you aren't ready for the day, let's get ready to clean and just put something comfy on, throw your hair up, and light a candle, open some windows. Whatever you usually do before you clean, do that, because we want to kind of trick our brains into thinking that it's cleanup time. So whatever you usually do, let's do that ritual, get our brains in cleaning mode, and let's get right to it. So if someone's on their way, the first thing we're going to want to do, obviously, is pick up the outer areas. And we're going to do things a little out of order, so I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to do exactly what I do when someone tells me they're on their way and I'm trying to speed clean the house. So I actually do not start with the dishes when someone's on their way, because I want to do with the first thing they see, which is the outer area living room. And this may be different. Everybody's layout of their house is different, so this area may be different to different people. But I want you guys to speed clean your living areas or living rooms. Whatever's the first thing people see when they walk in, let's go ahead and speed clean that area. So I want you guys to just pick up. First, I pick up any trash in the area, any miscellaneous garbage. laying on the countertops, the coffee tables, end tables. Just quickly throw away any and all trash, and then just start picking up anything that's out of place on surfaces. We want to declutter surfaces quickly. Any hot spots in the area, if you have stuff accumulated on your coffee table or whatever, we want to get that stuff, go through it quickly and put it away. Just anything that's out of place. Look at your living area from the eye of somebody that's just coming to your house for a visit. We're going to pretend somebody is on the way and this is the first thing they're going to see. So let's hurry up and pick up. And while you guys are doing a pickup of your outer area living space, I'm just going to give you a quick little update. So my husband has been super busy at work lately, so I've definitely been the one that's doing all of the cleaning in the house because he's been getting home really late. Even right now, he's working overnight, so hopefully he's in time in the morning to watch the kids because he's supposed to watch the kids while I work tomorrow. But he's been working a lot, so I don't have any help cleaning lately. Usually he's a really big help when it comes to cleaning up, but since he's been so busy, it's fallen on me. So what I do is haven't been keeping up with it as much as I should, but this is ideally what I do. Obviously, some days I'm just exhausted, but when I get home, I get the kids settled, I feed them dinner, and then I do the dishes that are in the sink, and then I do this speed cleaning of this like company ready speed clean, where I just quickly straighten the whole house before I relax. And it's because I've still got that momentum from working when I first get home, and I know if I sit down, I'm going to lose that momentum and nothing's going to get done for the entire evening. So I try to use that drive and that momentum from earlier in the day from being at work, and I've still got the adrenaline going. I'm still, blood's still rushing, so I use that energy to just quickly straighten the entire house like what we're doing right now before I relax with my kids. And I do that while they're still eating. I just scarf something down and then I do a quick straighten of the entire house. And that's been helping me keep up with things pretty well. Give or take a few days. Obviously, we all have our bad days, for sure. It's going to happen. And there's no reason to beat yourself up about it because nobody's perfect when it comes to cleaning. We all have days where we're tired, so definitely don't beat yourself up. Just try to do better the next day, and that's all we could do is try to do better than the day before. Don't compare yourself to other people because I learned a long time ago, everybody has different priorities. I used to look at other people in my life that have immaculate houses 24/7, and although I do look at what they do for tips and tricks to better my cleaning life, I do also recognize that a lot of times they have different priorities and things like that, to where it may be easier for them to keep the house clean because they're in a different phase of life, or they just have different priorities than me, which isn't a bad thing, just everyone's different. And I do try to glean tips and tricks from people that I see do better with housework than me, but within reason, basically. I don't beat myself up about it because I know that everybody has different things going on. So you guys should be done with your pickup of the outer areas by now. Make sure you do all the big ticket items like the couch. Make sure the couch's pillows are fluffed and looking good. And if there's anything major, now that we've picked up, if there's anything that just really stands out to you that needs to be wiped down, you could do a quick wipe down. If anything needs to be, if you want to do a quick vacuum or sweep of your living area, fix any rugs, curtains, wipe down any mirrors, anything that just really stands out to you. And obviously mirrors is more of a deep cleaning thing, but in my house, I have a mirror that's kind of close to the ground and my kids are always touching it. So it has 1,000 fingerprints on it. And it looks really bad. So that's part of my speed clean is I wipe down the mirror, but because it usually has little fingerprints on it, you know what I mean? So once we're done with the outer areas, let's move on to the kitchen. And the reason why I did the kitchen second is because that's usually the second thing you see when you walk into the house. And if you have a kitchen that, you can see directly when you walk in, that's why we're going to hit the kitchen right now. And this is just emergency cleaning when somebody's coming. Obviously, ideally, we want to do the kitchen first. But again, we're going to do things a little backwards because we're just trying to make the house look presentable. So first things first, I want to get all the dishes off of the countertops and stuff and just plop them in the sink really quick because we're going to straighten up the countertops. And then I want you to get anything, just like the pickup of the outer areas, get any miscellaneous trash and throw that in the trash. I always do a scan for trash first, do that, throw that away. And then I get anything that needs to be put it up. Anything that needs to be put in separate rooms, I do that. And just do a quick pickup of the outer, the countertops and the floor of the kitchen area. And if you only have a couple dishes or you could just quickly load up the dishwasher and unload the dishwasher and load it back up again, then you can do the dishes quickly at this time. But remember, the priority is just straightening everything up and making it look good. So if you don't have time, just do a quick pre-rinse and make sure there's no food on those dishes so that when you do get to the dishes, after the company leaves or whatever the case may be, they're not going to be painted with old food that's going to take you 10 years to clean off. Even when we don't have time to do the dishes, I always say future you is going to greatly appreciate if you wipe down those dishes and do a thorough pre-rinse, even when you don't feel like doing the dishes, because future you is going to be really upset if there's baked on food that you have not rinsed off when you go load the dishwasher or clean the dishes really quickly if you don't have a dishwasher. And if you have time for a spot sweep of the kitchen, you could do that at this time after you've wiped down, of course. And we're just going to do a quick, once you've cleared all of the counter space, we're going to do a quick wipe down of the entire kitchen surface area. You could just grab a few Clorox wipes or a wet rag quickly and just wipe down all of the space on the countertop once we've cleared it off and put everything away. And if we've brushed crumbs on the floor, we could do that quick spot sweep. And then we're going to move on quickly to the guest bathroom. And when I'm talking about guest bathroom, I am referring to the bathroom that your guests are going to use. So I have a tiny house right now, so I have one bathroom. And that's going to be the bathroom the guests are going to use. And in my case, I live in a one-bedroom apartment where the only bathroom, you have to go through my bedroom. So my speed clean is going to include the bedroom as well. So I'm going to quickly make the bed and pick up my bedroom. If guests are coming, that's because they have to go through the bedroom. If your guests are not, you probably don't have a layout like mine, most likely. So your guests probably aren't going through your room and you could probably just close your back door. But if they are going through your room, you can quickly straighten up your bedroom and make your bed. But we're going to move on to the guest bathroom. So whatever bathroom your guests are going to use, let's go in real quick and do a quick clean of the bathroom. Now, the bathroom, obviously, we want to do all the straightening and stuff, but we want it to be thoroughly clean because nothing is grosser than when you use somebody else's restroom. And I'm not judging anybody, okay? I always have trouble keeping up with everything. Trust me, I'm not the best person when it comes to keeping my house clean. I try my hardest, and my house is moderately clean most of the time, but I'm totally not judging. But it is obviously when you're using someone else's bathroom, you want it to be clean, because it's something gross, that if the toilet's like dirty or anything and you're using someone else's bathroom, you're going to be grossed out. You just are. So I want to make sure that my guests are comfortable, even when I'm in a hurry and they're rushing to my house. I want to make sure that they're comfortable in my house and they're not going to be grossed out if they use our restroom. So first thing I want to do is pick up any trash, miscellaneous, junk. If you have a bunch of dirty clothes, in my larger restroom, I used to keep a laundry basket in the restroom so that people definitely would put their clothes in the laundry basket instead of leaving them on the floor. And in this bathroom, I don't have the room for that, so I would just pick up any dirty clothes or towels or anything hanging around the bathroom, because sometimes we leave towels up to dry and stuff, and it doesn't always look pleasing to the eye. So I would take those and put them in the dirty clothes, take any dirty clothes out of the bathroom, and just clear the counter space. If you have a bunch of clutter on the counter space, makeup, brushes, hairspray, what have you, go ahead and put that away where it goes. And even when we're doing speed cleans, we want to put things away where they go. We don't want to, again, you don't want to make future you upset by shoving things in drawers, and then you have to spend hours and hours and hours organizing those drawers, because 5 speed cleans later, it's just full of miscellaneous junk that you shoved into the cabinet because you had guests coming. So even when you're in a hurry, you want to put things in the correct space. So let's put everything away, and then we're going to do a quick wipe down of first the mirror, then the sink, the faucet. Make sure you get any toothpaste splatter, especially if you have young kids, and do a thorough wipe down of that. Then you want to get some disposable wipes, some Clorox wipes or paper towels or whatever it is you use to clean the toilet with. I like to throw on a glove really quickly when I do the toilet, just because it helps me to be more thorough. And I'm kind of weird when it comes to germs, even though it's my own germs. But anyway, I put a glove on, and then that helps me be more thorough. And then I do a quick spray down, if I'm not using Clorox wipes, of the toilet with usually a Clorox all-purpose cleaner. And then I do a wipe down, obviously, of the stuff that you touch first. With disposable wipes, it doesn't really matter, but I do the parts of the toilet that you touch first and make sure I thoroughly wipe down the toilet. And yes, I even do this when I'm doing a speed clean, because again, it's very important when guests are using your restroom that they feel like it's clean. So I do a wipe down of the toilet. I make sure to get that little space behind the toilet seat that gets dirty really quickly. You want to wipe that down and just thoroughly wipe down the entire toilet, including the toilet seat. Especially if you have guys coming to your house, they're going to lift that toilet seat. Make sure it's really clean when you lift it up. Wipe down the sides of the toilet and just make sure that toilet is thoroughly wiped down. And if you have time, squirt some of that toilet cleaning, oh my goodness, toilet cleaning bleach, squirt that on the toilet and let it sit for a little bit while you do the rest of everything else in the bathroom, and then come back and just get it really quickly with the toilet bowl cleaner to get it nice and perfectly clean before your guests arrive. And they're about to pull up now, so we're going to just quickly finish up. If you have to do a quick sweep in the bathroom, you could do that at this time. And now that we're done with the bathroom, we want to do a quick walkthrough using the eyes of your guest. Think like a guest would. Pretend you're walking into your house and just look and see if there's anything you missed. Walk through the living area and look from the eyes of another person and ask yourself, does anything look cluttery? Did I miss anything? Do I need to wipe something down? Does anything look funky or out of place? Can I fix my rugs or my blinds or anything like that? And just do a walkthrough of your house. If you have extra time while you're waiting on them to show up, you can finish those dishes or do anything else that you missed. Maybe make your bed and just pick up your bedroom. But whatever it is, just anything that you missed, again, look from the eyes of another person and get any hot spots or cluttery spots, and then when they arrive, pretend like you were not cleaning. And it's funny, my mom and I had a conversation about this a while back, where my husband has the mentality of him and his mom. His mom one time told me this, and of course she raised him, so he has the same mentality. She would rather get caught cleaning by a guest. She would rather have a guest walk into her house and her be actively sweeping or something. Like, she wants her house to be clean, but she wants it to look like she was actively cleaning. Whereas I want it to look like I keep the house like that all the time. So I will hurry up and clean and put all the cleaning supplies away and then sit on the couch and pretend like I didn't just speed clean my entire house right before they came. And it's just funny how different people are. She was like, no, I want to be caught sweeping, so it's just funny. I'm like, I want to pretend like I was never cleaning. So everyone's very different. And of course, you guys listening, I'm sure, have very different priorities and everything. But we all want to keep our house clean. We all want to do the best we possibly can. And that's what brings us all together. So thank you guys for cleaning with me. Again, this wasn't a deep clean. Next week's episode will probably be a deep cleaning episode. But I want to thank you guys for listening to me. Make sure you check out cleanwithmepodcast.com. And I'm so excited for me and my mom to be doing a weekly episode. I really wanted to revive this podcast. I know I have not been good about making episodes, so this will definitely be a positive change. And I just want to thank you guys again for listening. I will link my Patreon in the comments if you want to financially, or in the description if you want to financially support the podcast. And as always, happy cleaning.